Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today we give you a piece of breaking news from a royal commentator. Meghan Markle will self-destruct in her plotting, and Prince Harry gets out of Meghan. I am incredibly disappointed that even though the ex-royal Prince Harry and his simpering wife Meghan have written a book through her best friend Omid Scobie that badmouths the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, have called an online hater of Prince William and Catherine who wants them killed, and congratulated her, have been shown to be so lazy by showing up with their own photographer to capture 10 minutes of working at a charity event last week. Harry and Meghan are so reliant upon the money Prince Charles gives them so they can live an indulgent and luxurious life with bodyguards. They don't even need them anymore. A house with 14 bedrooms and 9 bathrooms when they haven't paid back for Frogmore. And Meghan is getting political as the Duchess of Sussex as she bills herself to political in nature campaigns and still have their titles. I'm watching a couple who is throwing major shade at the royal family, mocking them openly, now through Scobie's tweets, sucking money out of Prince Charles so they can loaf around and file lawsuits, and think up other ways to be in the news for doing pretty much nothing to help the world, and are not going back home to the UK for half the year as they stated. We should remove these two jokesters from holding any title of nobility. Unless they have private intelligence that Harry is going to finally extract his hand from Meghan's and will be heading back to the UK soon, this couple must be set free. I'm disappointed in the Queen for not asking Parliament to pull those coveted Duke and Duchess titles, bring all their security detail that's paid by the UK or Charles, and stop the flow of money. The second Harry and Meghan lose their titles, and especially in the case of Meghan, who now through Scobie calls any detractors of hers morons, after writing a book at an 8th grade level full of sugary details on how beautiful Meghan is, how fabulous, to the point where she comes out as the snowflake fairy in the Nutcracker Ballet. Well, the minute they become unroyal is the moment they are irrelevant. I cannot understand why the Queen and Prince Charles are dithering and waiting for next March. So what if Harry never speaks to them again? If Harry's going to stay with Meghan, whose appearance grows more plastic and fake by the day, then who's paying for her plastic surgery and new veneers and just wants his father for his money? That's not a decent relationship, and Charles needs to cut them off completely. Let them live in their $300 million lifestyle in the $30 million they have between them. I am so disappointed that the royal family, really the Queen, who's 94 and has visitors of a nice Harry coming home to live happily with everyone he has maligned and slandered, who does not see the reality that they are fanning the flames of discontent within the ranks of the Sussex squad, to the point where I fear for the lives of Prince William, Catherine, and their family. To get this joke show go on unabated is insanity. Pull all their titles. I get a kick out of the Earl of Dumbarton, so let them hold that to keep them warm at night. No, I'm joking. They need to have no titles. Then let's see if they can afford any PR team. Will they be able to keep Omid Scobie around any longer? Because when the money dries up, I think Harry and Meghan will be by and large completely friendless. Cut them off. For goodness sake, Meghan is 40. They don't need anyone's money any longer. Let them live in that monstrosity of a house and let them disappear. Did you know Archie is not on the royal website any longer? I looked last night. No reference on Meghan's profile about her being a mom. The world is onto her, and the sooner these royals cut them off, and honestly, they live so far away now that it makes so much sense to cut them off. Then let Harry face the music. I have never felt this disappointed by the royal family as I do now. Even when Diana died and that whole mess of the people wanting their queen to acknowledge her death to make them feel better, what a mess that was, managed in the span of a week. Is this royal family waiting for Prince George to be kidnapped and murdered? Since the Sussex squad has members who would do like nothing more. This Sussex show has to stop. Their fans are crazy lunatics who want Meghan to be the next queen. Let her be Queen of Santa Barbara, and Oprah can tell Miss Duchess that in reality she has been an epic failure and a deceitful and mean one at that. 3 things: no titles, no security, the Cambridges need it all now, no money at all ever again. That's it, really. Otherwise, the rest of the working royals are doing a great job. And with every passing day, the lives of the royal family, especially the Cambridges, are placed in more danger because of the apparently uncontrollable Sussex squad. Does anyone really expect the Sussexes to do an about-face and start behaving properly? Does anyone think somehow between now and March they will become financially responsible without Charles's money? I believe things will continue status quo or perhaps even get worse until the Queen and Charles take action. The more damage that's done, the harder the cleanup will be. I do believe that the Sussexes should be stripped of all titles, and I hope that in March, when they have the reevaluation, Prince Charles will stop paying their ridiculous expenses and let these two spoiled brats grow up and take care of themselves. By March, it should be sink or swim time for Prince Harry and Meghan. I've never seen so much publicity over two people that are famous for absolutely nothing. They remind me of the Kardashians. The royal family has to cut the two off, or there will never be any peace for any of them. I know, pouring money, begging, placating, turning the other cheek does not work. It never will. Meghan and Harry are like the wells that have endless depth. It can never be filled, nor do they want it to. It would void their very existence. Another royal commentator expressed this opinion. I think Meghan will self-destruct in her own good time. The Queen shows restraint in keeping out of the mess in the usual no-comment royal way, and I assume she's playing a waiting game to see if Harry will come back or Meghan will leave him, or both. They are no longer royals anyway, only aristocrats now, and the titles can be taken away as easily as they were given. I assume the royals are not petty enough to want revenge, but may have in mind that revenge is a dish best eaten cold. So, all in good time, dear Meghan. Karma may take its time, but it gets there. I just wonder what Meghan will do and say once she reverts to being a 40-ish minor actress. Or is she now an ex-actress and nobody in Hollywood would want to know her? That would be cruel. But then her thespian skills failed her at playing the role of her life, the beloved princess, the real thing. Obviously, I have no inside knowledge, but I've suspected that Meghan is a manipulative basket case that sucked in Harry, who I think is a reasonably good guy overall. And I suspect their marriage will go down in flames when the manipulation falls apart eventually. I'm sure that Harry is a good guy, but unfortunately not the brightest bulb in the box. Meghan has a much higher intelligent quotient than Harry, and therefore can lead him around and tell him what to do. I don't see Harry ever leaving this marriage, no matter how horrible it may be. He just doesn't have the strength or fortitude to leave Meghan. Harry is like an obedient little puppy dog. As long as he's petted once in a while and shown some attention from Meghan, he'll stay where he is. The Queen and the rest of the royal family are behaving with dignity and are not interested in spats or lowering themselves to a level of childishness that's being displayed by Meghan Markle. The Queen et al. Are getting on with their lives and doing what is best for the UK and its residents, including the Commonwealth. As a UK citizen, I would be appalled if the Queen, etc., replied to every slight and name-calling. We do not know what's going on in the background, like that of every family and its problems. We need to trust that the Queen will deal with this situation with dignity. That's why we love her, so let's not be disappointed. Dignity and silence will be frustrating to Meghan, and it'll push her to be more and more of an embarrassment to herself, her husband, her friends, and her associates. Who in their right mind would want to be associated with someone like that? I'm pretty sure the Clooneys, etc., wouldn't want to be associated with disrespecting the Queen, or indeed anyone who's in their 90s. God save the Queen. Plus, the Queen is a masterful strategist. We don't know what strides she's already taken against these two. For example, requiring them to make a down payment on their mortgage rather than buy it outright is one sign. Think of it this way. If they bought an adjustable rate mortgage and pay only the interest of about $250,000 a year until it balloons, Or if they didn't and have a conventional mortgage, what happens when Harry finally desists and returns to Britain? That house is in Meghan's name only. What a brilliant strategy, Your Majesty. Meghan will be left holding the bag on a property she can't afford and will have to leave and seriously downsize. Oh, I do so love Her Majesty. How about you? What do you think of Meghan Markle's plotting? Please let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share our videos with your own followers. And as always, come back to our channel for all the latest news on the royal family, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, right here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.